Hey there, it's Big Tony over here at NatG, coming at you with a little War Robots action. We're doing Beacon Rush. This is Dead City, and we're going to try to create some carnage and chaos for you guys. And then afterwards, we're going to take a look at the workshop, and we're going to talk about a few do's and don'ts for you guys who are pocket change spenders and free to play. So let's go ahead and this is just a monster build I'm running right here. This is my Dagon, Ultimate Halos, and then Shy Fangs. And what do we got here? A Hellburner. Oh my gosh, what the heck? When I see that, I usually see a hacker. But this guy here is just, he looks like he's just popping beacons. Okay, we'll get him out of here and let's move on. That's just, I see that build and it just brings the hackles up on the back of my neck, but I'm thinking that guy was probably legit. If he was going to be a hacker, it would have been far more devastating than that. So, oh, let's go after this Kravarna. Let's go right over the top. I'm just going to do this brutal style. Let's see if we can't get a quick end to this match. Let's just put an authoritative stamp on it and see how quick we can run this out here. Okay, there's another Dagon. Let's go ahead and circle him. My ultimate halos will pound on this guy while my Shy Fangs are reloading. Yeah, I'll take the assist. That works. Yeah, come on, let's turn blue, you silly. Oh, here comes an Ocho, soon to be nerfed into the ground. If you guys have them, enjoy them while they last, because they are going to be slipping out of the meta, definitely out of the meta, in 9.8. Okay, come on, turn blue. There we go. Oh, here we go. Here's some targets right here. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. Oh yeah, that's a curry. That's out of here. Now, on this particular build here, I do have 2 of these shield amplifiers and 1 nuclear reactor, so there's not a lot of healing that goes on with this. And I might have to, but the only healing that comes from this is going to be from the little Pascal drone once I get beyond a certain point. But it's definitely worth the sacrifice for the number of kills that you get for this. I mean, you could make it last a little longer, but as I have it sitting right now, I can be way more aggressive with it. And, okay, there's an invader right there. Still nice run. Pounded a bunch of bots out. Let's go ahead and yeah, let's drop it. This is the Shenlu, the new bot for 9.7, which I'm slowly getting the hang of this. I mean, I'm still not a super good pilot with this. And definitely I'm reliant on using its abilities, which is, teleporting and using the phase shift in between when I'm reloading. Let's get the Erebus out of here. Not going to get sniped on. Ooh, there's one. Ooh, you can see it right there. He's got the whiteout, the eyeball drone. He EMPs me. I can't do anything. That is a fantastic counter to the Shenlu. Is anything with an EMP drone. Or if you have the Mute Mothership. Even though it's going to get nerfed in 9.7, it's still going to be pretty good. Alright, let's go ahead and throw out my new and improved Eiffel. Now, I have changed the skills on this. I put too much focus on like Def Survivor for my secondary skill, Defense Expert for secondary skill, for the dash portion of it. And I got rid of that to do more damage with my primary weapons. Speed Shooter, Sharpshooter, all that for the Discordias. And then, of course, I have one or additional skill. And you can see this thing now just absolutely destroys things on the battlefield. Now, it is squishy. You will get taken out if you get cornered by something that's got a lot of firepower or a Titan. So you gotta play it kind of cautiously. But it can absolutely now just wreck chaos. Because I was getting killed by these things left and right. And I was just trying to figure it out. Because I built mine to be tough as nails, but it just wasn't killing things. So I had to turn it into a glass cannon, and boy, it does that job very well. Alright, let's go ahead. We have one guy left on the battle here from the 405. Dill. Well, you're in a pickle, pal. Oh, come on. Oh, I'm just pew-pewing, and he's just out of range. Still, fantastic match there. Brutal beacon captures at its best. I mean, I don't think I captured many beacons, but it was brutal. So let's just take a quick look here, and then we're going to hop into the shop for you guys. 12 kills. I did get 2 beacon caps. 6.3 million, 15 gold, 3.6 million in silver. Just a pounder. Alrighty, guys. Let's hop into the workshop, and let's talk about, you guys who are free to play and pocket change spenders. Alrighty, guys, we're in the hangar. I'm just going to talk to you guys just a little bit about what I wouldn't spend money on if you are free to play or you are a pocket change spender, say 20 bucks a month or less, because there's a lot of things in here that'll just siphon your money and not give you much for it. First thing I'm going to say is, especially for you guys who are already into the mid leagues, you're in Diamond League and above. Avoid this, what we're on right now, the black market. It's a gamble. Burn the keys in here that you get naturally, that you just accrue from in-game and from a collection of rewards in your daily tasks and things like that. But don't spend any money on this because it's too hit or miss. You're not going to get what you want from it. It's fun. I do a, let's open these black market crate videos once in a while. But really it's, kind of to highlight, that I have to have huge amounts of these to open before I get anything really good. So avoid the black market. And this may sound counterintuitive. Don't spend anything on data pads if you're a pocket change spender. Really, what's going to happen is you're not going to get enough to get anything super good. You're going to get a lot of, components, small end components. And what'll happen is you'll end up with something that's you're going to be very happy with it, but by the time you get it leveled up, because you're free to play or a pocket change spender, and you get the weapons and everything on it, it's going to get nerfed back and you're not going to be happy with it. So avoid these. Open the free ones. You get some free ones occasionally in the game here, and that's what I would do. But I would not spend money on this. Now, seriously, what I would do is if you're going to spend your money and try to get something, go to the workshop. Because pocket change and you guys who are free to play, let's be brutally honest, you're not going to go to Legends League with it. Have some expectations here. You're going to have a fun time. You're probably going to make it to Champion League, but you're not going to make it to that guy who's number 1, 2, 3, or 5 on Legends League with it. You're going to have fun. Don't get me wrong. It's just, you have to have some, you kind of have to have some realistic observations and expectations of the game. But what I would do, if you really want to get something, and it's a slow grind, I know it is, and it's hard to be patient in this game, I would go to the workshop, because things that you can build in the workshop are pretty much nerf proof. You're not going to get excited to get a Curry or a Shen Lao, and then by the time you finally get it up to where it's supposed to be to really do you some good, it's nerfed and it's not good anymore. Just go to the workshop. Honestly, it's just better that way. And a couple things I tell you to really grind out: three bots in workshop that I would consider worthy. Beacon Capper, Skyros. Seriously, you put the right pilot to it, the right module to it. This thing is a beacon capping little beast. It still holds up very well today. I see a lot of them in mid and upper Champion League. Next thing I would consider, for PvE, is the shell for extermination. Its little blast kills those spider bots all over the place. So that would be something. So maybe let's be 4 bots we'll look at. But the shell is definitely a considerable worthy one. I could make honorable mention of the Scorpion. It's kind of the poor guy Shen Lu. It does a very good job. But definitely Ravana with the Pilot is a bot you should consider. It is a meta buster. Yeah, it's not going to, it's not going to outcompete a lot of these things, but it's going to give you a fighting chance in a battle with them. Especially if you put a little secret, sonic shotguns on it. Yeah, they got a reload factor, but you know what? It packs a punch. Seriously. Ravana, something very, very definite to consider. And of course, it is meta. Whether or not Pixar wants to admit it or not, the Fenrir. The Bernadette Wolf Pilot with that, or Roberta Wolf, I forget the name of it, but it's the Wolf Pilot. Gives this huge amounts of hit points or structure points. It's got some natural defense to it, and also you put sonic shotguns on it, blast charge shotguns. This thing here holds up very, very well all the way up into mid-Champion League. Seriously, something you should consider. And otherwise, there's not much else I'd look into here. There's a few things you might make work, but those are the bots. Those are the few bots I would really, really consider investing some time in. And of course, let's go ahead and take a look at the weapons real quick. There's a few sets of weapons I think are absolutely worth their time. Decays, the radiation weapons. Not a bad reload time. Does some nice escalating damage, especially if you get multiples on them. Let's say you put 4 decays. 4 decays on a behemoth. Oh my gosh, that thing is a destroyer. It does a great job. blast charge shotguns, hammer, mace, cudgel. These things I run all the way up into mid and upper champion league. These things actually do a very good job. And they're pretty much nerf proof right now. I mean, seriously, if you see it in the workshop, it's been nerfed to the point where it's usable, but the odds of it getting nerfed again are pretty slim. And of course, we can make mention of a few things here. These weapons right here, the blast charge rockets, they have a huge reload time, but they're not bad. Not horribly bad. I would recommend, the first two sets. I'd rather do the radiation weapons over these, but this is something you might consider if you actually have a set. Now, here are some good weapons right here. The sonic shotguns, the havoc, the scatter, the devastator. Fantastic. These are great. They have a little bit of a reload time, but if you ambush someone, these things lay down tons of non-repairable gray damage. Just tasty goodness. These are really good weapons. So if we scroll it down here, flamethrower weapons. Igniter, Ember, Scorcher, not Scorcher, Igniter, Ember, and I forget, yeah, it's Scorcher, the small one. They're good in the mid leagues, and they charge up your mothership rather quickly. And they do some nice damage to Titans. I mean, seriously. And the reload factor, yep, there's a reload factor to them, but they got a nice big pool of ammo to burn through first. Pun intended. Otherwise, there's not much else in here I would really look at, except for maybe the Shredder, not the Shredder, but the Magnetar and the Pulsar. These are medium. They're kind of like the medium or longer range versions of the Puncher and the Shredder, but they have no spread. These are some weapons that are really good. I have Sinister Pulsars, and I run them off and on. I put them on the Ophion, I put them on different things. If you can get 3 or 4 of these but the standard Pulsars out there on the field, they lock things down and they do some nice damage, and it fires rather quickly. And honorable mention, I guess, too, is the Redeemer. Short range, I think it's 350 meters. It does some nice damage, and I've actually been taken out. I've seen people run that in Champion League. It's not super common, but it does do the business. So let's just walk away and just consider here, what am I saying? Don't spend on keys. Don't spend on data pads. Do things from the workshop. If you want to nerf-proof your hangar and have a slowly accumulating hangar that gets better and better and better with time, and not going to get really good and then hammered down. Good and then hammered down in the nerf and buff cycle. Alright guys, I think that's going to wrap it up here. Hope you guys liked it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell for notifications. That way you know when I'm dropping it. Alright guys, stay safe and healthy. Watch out for each other. I'll catch you on the battlefield.